Hello everyone. Now we are going to discuss about a topic requested by one of my subscribers. So later we will be discussing that one here. So to give you an insight, this topic is really interesting because that's what I've been doing for the past few weeks, few days during this enhanced community quarantine is to do back testing, is to try all the fundamental and technical analysis, and hopefully I've given him and you the ideas that I'm thinking of wherein you can check on them, and I know for sure that some of them will be really applicable for you. All right. So again, my name is Kevin Autea for those who doesn't know me and encountered this video in YouTube or in Facebook, right? I am a financial planner and a stock market investor. So please do follow me on the social media accounts. So especially in YouTube, where I will be posting this video. So this is requested by Mr. John Philip David or Dave David. So John, if you're watching, this video is for you. It's really, I mean, I can't wait to discuss everything to you. So he said maybe you can make a vlog about what companies are good to invest when thinking about long-term investments. So I decided to do long-term and short terms because he's telling here that it's for what they call that day-to-day trader. So I guess I interpreted it as a short-term trading. All right, let's do this like a thesis. So I have here objective, definition, and scope and limitation. So for this one, objective, my goal here after you watching this video is for you to have conviction to invest in the stock market. Conviction meaning you on your own can decide what stock you should buy because of these key or minor things that you can consider. All right, there are some posts roaming around because I don't want you to misled by those information. So please double check on them. Double check the fundamentals, especially the chart. The chart is just easily to understand. All right. Next, let me point out the pointer. Where's the pointer of this one? Here. Laser pen na lang. Check. Then next, decide on your own or weigh ideas of expert. I'm in a group of investors, traders. Then most of them are asking opinions. Well, that's good, but many people would like to help, and that's good as well. But for you, you might have a hard time considering what opinion you should take. All right, that opinion was based from him or from her. Now, if you are going to take his or her opinion, it might not agree with what you believe. So sometimes there will be a conflict for that one. But some are having a good time, or just maybe some of them are just literally copying the suggestions of this broker, of this expert, or this known someone. Well, that's what's working for them. So be it. But again, the objective for this one is for you to decide on your own. Next, it's for you to invest and check rather than invest and forget. There are some companies out there that's really strong long-term companies, fundamental. But when you say you invest in the stock, it's not being profitable at all. Later, I'll be showing you some stocks. All right. Next, choose the right risk and reward for you. Later I'll be discussing the volatility wherein there are some stocks who gives high reward, but it's quite risky because it's too volatile. I mean, you should invest more time to check. You should invest a little bit more knowledge and experience on it. Wherein there are other stocks who are slowly and steady, consistent growth. So it's up to you to decide on that. Next, grow your money safely because I want you to believe that investing in the stock is really a way to grow your money. It's safe, it's secure. You just need to understand and learn. It's all this concept. It's for all of the business investment thing that you're going to get into. You need to somehow understand. Don't just go in because someone told you that it's good, someone told you that you're going to win big. Somehow you do a background check. So definition, what's PSEI? So by the way, this is the topic. Sorry, I almost forgot. PSEI stocks for long term, for long and short term. What is PSEI or Philippine Stock Exchange Index? This is the top 30 companies in the Philippines, frequently as an indicator of the general state of the Philippine business climate, right? So long term, how do we define long term? Maybe I defined it here as 5 or more years, and for the short term, less than 5 years, or usually months, years. It depends. Later, most of them are. It depends on the scenario. What scenario are we in today? Scope and limitations, we're only limited with the PSEI only, meaning the top 30 companies. But the lessons and ideas can be applied to other companies. Also, you can check this one in US stocks, in other commodities, cryptocurrency. Maybe that's more of a chart, but fundamentally, we can focus on stocks. Next, basic, fundamental, and technical analysis only. All right, for the long term, let's focus first on the long term. For the long term, here are my suggestions. So I have here for the financial section, Security Bank, BDO Security Bank. For the properties, I have Ali, SM Prime, Services, ICT or the ports. Holdings, I have JGS, SM, and Industrials or maybe Consumer URC. What are the basis of that one? You can use this as your checklist. First of all, previous years. So this should be years. Then the apostrophe must be here. Anyway, earnings report. Provided by your broker, or you can check locally here. PSE edge.pse.com.ph. They give you announcements. They give you financial reports of the companies. Of course, number don't lie. All right, if you are investing in these companies, right, especially for example BDO, I guess they have gained quite big on the past few years, so you can consider BDO as an investment. URC, if I'm not mistaken, the chart or the growth is not that good, but this is one example of a volatile. It means that for the past few years URC have been growing so well, but lately it isn't. So later, let's check that one out. Consistent and steady growth. This will be linked to the volatility, or of course, you want stocks that are doing like this. All right, on an uptrend, even though it's quite volatile, rather than this. All right, so these are the kinds of stocks that you cannot live with, or you cannot invest and forget, or invest and check. All right, you need to monitor that from time to time. Well, for the first example, you can easily draw a pattern. Okay, next, checklist. Nature of business, management, leaders, and industry leaders. This 82468R, some of them are industry leaders. BDO is one of the top 4 security bank, along with BPI and Metro Bank. And SM, JGS, and Ayala Corporation is also the top holdings. Ali, for the properties, we have Ali, SM Prime, and MegaWorld. So you can consider those companies also. Stability during uncertain market conditions, ability to bounce back right away. I have here an example from a 2008 global financial crisis, or let me add that one, lesser losses during market crash. So I have a data here. All right. This is the stock name of that 8. Then the 2007 to 2008 loss. This is from 2007 to 2008 or 2009. The percentage loss of those stocks. Then how long did they take to bounce back? For example, this is 2007. All right, 07, 08. All right, so this is the stock this is where the stock is headed, 2008. Right. Then when I say months, it will tackle from this month onward. So how many months that does this stock bounce back to its level or even more? All right. For BDO, this is what my example here, ability to bounce back right away means. So that's in months here. It means that the shorter period of time, the more the stock is a strong and reliable stock that it can bear any obstacle on its way. And for this one, lesser losses during market crash. When you say lesser um, losses, it's like a strong bulletproof stocks that even though what happened to the economy, still somehow the stock will remain strong. So for this one, let's see, BDO quite took long time for it to bounce back, almost 3 years. While on the other hand, SM only took around 1.5 years to bounce back. Then also we can see here that SM and SMPH are the least number to have a loss for that recession. They have here 57 and 64. Then I have here, let's say, JGS and ICT for the top losers for that one. On the other hand, this is where the opportunity comes from, which I will discuss on the next slide. When the market or the stocks bottom down, or in of course we don't know where how much will it bottom or until when will it bottom, but there are indicators, news, basic chart analysis wherein you can ride the stock right away when you see a small or signs of reversal. Now, what is my point over here? My point here is that this is the percent gain from crisis low. This is from 2018 to all-time high. Right? All-time high is around 2016 to 2020. We can it depends on the stock where did it peak to the all-time high. Of course, this is just to give you a disclosure. You cannot perfectly time the market where it will hit the top. All right. This is just an example. I mean, what if you hit the top, or maybe you hit it 80%. All right. When you see a moving average indicator that's telling you to go down, or you are already selling it at that point, so you only get 80% of this one. All right. As you can see here, this is really a volatile stock. JGS, 88% loss that time. Then look how much did it grown. Did it grow from 2008 to, I guess this is 2016. Then next, this is like example of a slow and steady stock. We can see here the SM Prime, it gained a small amount, like Ali, BDO, those are the top 4 of the top 5. They only gained a small amount, but they are slowly but surely and consistent stocks. So those are some of the stocks that you want to live, invest in forget or invest in check from time to time. All right, for the volatility, another checklist. Invest confidently with less volatile stocks, less monitoring. So you have a choice. That's option A. Or you want to gain bigger with volatile stocks, but it requires more checking. All right, you have to weigh your scenario. You have to weigh your life, whether you're in a business or you are a freelance. You have more time to check your stocks, even the weekly, daily, monthly. So maybe this one is for you. Now, if you're a professional, like you are a manager, a vice president, a president, entrepreneur, businessman, you want to diversify, maybe you can consider this one. All right. So stock prices growth for the 5, 10, and 15, 10, and 5 years. These are the previous stock prices growth. So for the last 15 years, JGS and ICT are the one who gained a lot. All right. For the 10 years, JGS again and URC gained a lot. While here you can see that in the fifth year, URC is negative. All right. Then SM Prime is, and SM Prime and SM gained a huge amount for the past 5 years. Right? Sige, hold on. Let me give you an example for that one. Right here, this stocks. So let me pull out the chart for you. Where's the chart? Here. Let's check what company is that. On the 20-year JGS. JGS. Let's draw up some examples. Here for the 20-year. Yun, 20 years. There you go. That's, sorry, 15 years. So that's around 2005 to 2020. Um, Here, around that. So let's draw this is just a rough estimate of that one. 2005, it opened, let me compute that one, and open in 2020 here. So this is just an estimate. So that's around 2,800%. So imagine 15 years ago, the value of your money is like, example, 2 pesos, or that's around 200,000, right? But today, your money is already 79 pesos, or 79 or 790,000. All right. Again, an example here. Let's say millions. You have 2.7 million. Now it's already 79 million. That's almost 35%. Or how many folds is that one? This is my example of also of the volatility. As what I've said, it gained a maximum of like around here from the lowest point of that one. Where's the lowest point of that one? Here, there you go. It's being covered by the Instagrams chart. Here, the lowest point here, then the highest point there. So here, you can see that it's around 5,000%. But again, the idea is this stock is quite volatile because here, the trend, you can see. Let me pull out here, like for this one. All right, it's breaking a support line. But for example, if you didn't see this one coming, you might end up joining the class here, or the majority of here um, going down, or the price of their stocks is being depreciated. I mean, maybe you can cut loss some here, all right, then bounce back again some here if you see reversals already. So those are just the simple things you need to learn. All right. Next. So these are the cheap stocks today. All right. What do you mean by cheap stocks? Cheap stocks in a sense of market price. All right. Valuations, you can check that from the PE ratio, price to earnings ratio. The smaller that one, the lesser value it has. Right. Sorry. Now my point in this one is that if you invest in stock who has 4 digits already, all right, say for instance that's Globe, Tel, GT Cap, digits, sorry, digits. There you go. The percent, the effort that they should make to gain a percentage requires more number. What do you mean by that? If they need to gain 5%, 1,000 stock needs 100 shares, or 100 increment of movement of, for it to gain 10%. All right. For example, for a stock that is 10 pesos, for it to gain 10%, it only needs 1 peso. So that's one of the example that's I'm pointing out here. So maybe you can consider cheap stocks like for this one, Ali, SM, maybe JGS also. But again, those are just suggestions. But me personally, I would still rather invest in right here BDO, even though it's quite expensive. But I know BDO is a good company. All right. Now this is the once in a decade opportunity. What I'm telling you. The price of them here, as you can see on the previous slide, this is price on the year 2020, the peak of that one. Now, as I make this video today, the price of them is 100. So for you to gain it back to 150, you need 54%. So if you buy a stock of video today at 100, for it to gain, most probably it will go there. That's why I put asterisk. We don't know how long, or we don't know how much will it gain. Maybe it will gain shorter or it will gain more, but we are really sure that it will gain even more. So this is the kind of discount that we are looking for. All right. For Ali, it's already 28.9. So if you buy a stock today or maybe few days after, you can earn 50% already for it to go back at the price of it in the start of the year. URC 21% and Security Bank 89 or SM. You can see also here again the stability of the company, meaning they have a lesser damage. That's why you only gained a little for their loss for you to gain back again their win. All right. So this is the last part for the long average growth. Of course, you are doing peso cost averaging, or what I have here is stock strategical averaging. So this is the one that I am mastering today, that I'm willing, that I want to launch anytime soon. So it's a purchase or it's a subscription. All right. Stock strategical averaging. So my aim here is to help professionals like you who are watching this one, who wants to diversify and grow their money by investing in the stock market, but unfortunately doesn't have the time to monitor and enough experience to check it from time to time. Again, my point here is like me. If you're coming on where I came also, I'm working in a corporate work. Sometimes I have time to check, sometimes I don't. So why not subscribe to this one? Then I'll be feeding you weekly, daily, or monthly updates of what stocks to buy, to sell, or to hold. Wherein, I mean, right, diba? I mean, this is like a subscription for Spotify, gym. Spotify, you're being music, or you're being contented with music. Gym, you're gaining muscle. Here, you're gaining wealth. So maybe that's something you must consider. All right, now for the short term. For the short term, I have utilities like Globe, Meralco, Tel. Like for this one, we are in an enhanced community quarantine, so these stocks are the most popular. Of course, most of the people are at home. Maybe this is quite contradictory because offices don't have work, no power in there. But anyway, utility here like Globe and Tel. Consumer, sorry, this is P Gold. Pure Gold, URC, Robinson's Retail, those are groceries. Then these are products, sorry, domestic products. And these are some of the bad. SM Prime, because of the lease and the rent of the malls, and some of the price of the real estate, maybe it can affect the with this EQC. In line with that, the bank, because most of the people will have a hard time lending or having hard time to lend from the bank. So these are some of the factors of that one. Next, previous quarters earnings report. For the long term, it's years or quarter as well. This one, you can base it on quarterly basis. M&A catalyst, mergers and acquisitions catalyst. News can trigger stock prices. So for this one, example, there's a company would like to merge for this company. International company wants to buy more shares of local company. So those are the things you need to check from time to time, especially if you're browsing Facebook or if you're browsing news. You can check there for those updates. Local and world news, say for instance today, the COVID, the effects in the States, the US, and the crude oil. And for this one, the short term, some basic technical analysis like price breakouts, moving averages, and some chart patterns you need to understand. Also, basic study, this one's for IPO of the business. Listen and consider experts' opinion as well. So that's it. I hope I've given you a lot of ideas, values in what stocks to consider. Those are just some of the suggestions. The main point of that one is for you to take those checklists into considerations. So this is my group. Here I post tips, updates, and some things to consider. You can access that one, but first of all you need to attend a free or paid seminar with entitled Stock Strat series. Of course, I want you to join here because you already understand a little of that one. I don't want you to understand here and learn from scratch. All right, next, if you're watching this, please do like my Facebook page. So here's my Facebook page. It's Kevin Autea, financial planner, stock market investor. Here I post business news summaries and also stock related suggestions as well. And my YouTube page or my YouTube channel. Please help me help more people. So my motto here or is to help people make the most of their money by investing in the stock market. Like today, you already have savings or you already have amounts of money in the bank, but maybe if you invested a portion of that one, you can get a portion of that one for you to save today and invest today. All right, so I guess that's it. If you have any questions, sorry, feel free to comment below or to message me. If you want any stock updates, you can message me also because weekly I'm doing stock market updates. And also, what else? If you have any question about the stocks, please do message me and I'm willing to support you on that one. So that's it, and thank you and God bless. Bye.